Peace to the gods and the goddesses, man. About to do a quick little video. Shout out to the Cash App supporters for sending in those donations. Y'all already know who y'all are. Shout out to the Cash App podcast. Yeah, what's going on out there in the Matrix? What's going on out there in the Matrix? I know there's always something going on in the Matrix, man. It's gonna be a quick little video, man. You know how we do. Just gonna be talking about some things, man. That's what we do, son. You know what I mean? I don't teach. I just talk about topics. You know what I mean? If someone sent me an email in regards to Gamatria, I heard about that science a while ago. Never paid it no attention. You know what I mean? Never paid it no attention, man. But you know the thing with a lot of these methods, you know what I'm saying? The thing with a lot of these methods is like people, not saying the person who send, you know what I'm saying, the email and all that, but you know what I'm saying, people who use these methods, they wait till something happens. Then they begin to start using the methods to decode it. You know what I'm saying? This is something that I stated before in past videos, man. The hell with a decode. If anything, we need to be pre-coding. You know what I'm saying? Because after whatever happen, you sitting up there going through these different formulas and these different methods they got, whether it's numerology or Gamatria or some chain. You know what I'm saying? On more freaking Scrabble or whatever dice they rolling, son. You know what I mean? Whatever methods that they using, it's all being done to decode something that has already happened. In other words, it's like you're late. You're late to the party, man. It doesn't even matter if you decode it. It already happened. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, you know, a lot of those sciences is worthless. It's worthless. If you're going to get into any kind of science, it should be a science of prevention, pre-coding. You know what I'm saying? A science that you can utilize and actually pinpoint something with complete accuracy that's going to take place, and then you alter that by way of your pre-code, your pre-calculations. You know what I mean? Real calculations, man. You know what I'm saying? Them things that they got out, man, them things is worthless, man. It doesn't, you know, it's like, yo, bro, man, the beast got it out here, son. It ain't, you know what I'm saying, you could access it, it ain't nothing, son. You know what I'm saying? Because they got science out there that is not even public. They don't even know about it. They don't even know it exists. You know what I'm saying? Terms and conditions and languages and formulas and things like that. They got terms, conditions, languages, formulas that doesn't even exist in this space. I mean, it exists, but it's like, as far as it being accessible to the public, it doesn't exist, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even know it exists. but it's there. You know what I'm saying? Codes that's accessible from when you go outside these realms. You know what I'm saying? Codes that has been accessible and is accessible when you go outside these realms. You know, they doing their numerology. Like numerology is like, you know, you whether you into the zodiacs or the numerology, like whoever used any one of those sciences, you know, because I could be, you know, put me on, son. You know what I'm saying? Put me on, because I'm all about upgrading. You know what I mean? But I have yet to hear anybody use any kind of that science and actually prevent something major from happening and altered it to a degree where the timeline is now beneficial to the ones who altered the timeline. You know what I'm saying? It's like them things is like it puts you in the solution bracket. I ain't saying that you shouldn't know about things, because it's always good to know about certain things so you can peep stats when it's being utilized. So you can know how to move in a room full of vultures. You know what I mean? Peep stats, see how things is being utilized. You know what I mean? But, you know, check out that small freaking video solutions, man. Because them things is like subliminal solutions. Like people look at numerology as a solution. They look at zodiacs, reading the charts and the naval charts and the chakra charts as a solution. You know what I'm saying? Look at all these different formulas and things of that nature as a solution. You know what I'm saying? Them formulas or them science, them methods, that didn't get you here. None of that is the reason why you fell. If anything, that's going to keep you here. You know what I'm saying? That those instruments are going to keep you here. None of those, no ancient Gamatria, no I Ching, no numerology. You know what I'm saying? No sacred geometry. None of that stuff didn't get you here. Like, that's not the reason why we are all effed up in the game, in other words, son. Because we was effed up in the game before we even pulled that science here. We was effed up in the game before that science was even being utilized in this realm. You know what I mean? Those sciences exist in a realm like this, but in the higher realms, you know, and I'm just saying higher just to speak the language, because all these realms up in this planet is low. You know what I'm saying? But just speaking the language, son. You know, let's hypothetically say we in the third dimension right now. You know what I'm saying? In the fourth dimension, there is no gematria, son. So we was once in the fourth and we fell down to the third. So the reason why we fell from the fourth ain't cause of no numerology or none of that, son. So that science is not gonna put you on a path, you know what I mean, to get you where you need to be. Now, it could be utilized to get what you want. You know what I'm saying? But your wants is completely different than your needs. Like, all of those sciences can get you what you want. Those are want formulas. You know what I'm saying? But what you really need, those sciences can't help you, man. Because all of those sciences was created and it's all hybrids. You know what I'm saying? What you really need is to raise the vibe. And only you can raise the vibe. You know what I mean? You got to make up, you know what I'm saying, your quote unquote mind to raise the vibe. You got to it's all up to you. In other words, the reason why we all fell is because we made the decision to fall. We all made the decision to fall. The hell with the spell castings and all of that, son. And I mean, push that aside for a second. Because the only reason why them spells work is because we allow them things to work. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not picking up on the signs. We ignoring the signs. Anytime somebody is telling a lie to you, You know these people is lying, yet you sit there and you ignore the signs. You ignore it. You know what I'm saying? You know this dude or this girl or whoever it is just sitting there lying to you, man. And you just sitting there and ignoring the sign. You accepting the lie. When somebody is lying to you, they are casting a spell on you. They creating an alternated timeline with their lies. Because now you're going to be moving on a timeline based on believing they lie. When you should halt that timeline from even being introduced by saying, nah, that ain't how it went down. It went down like this. You're supposed to check that energy immediately. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a little example to show how we allow these spells to be on us. You know what I mean? We allow these spells to be on us, whether it's somebody lying or, you know what I'm saying, somebody referring to us as black or more freaking humans or that we came from Africa and all that. That's all spells, man. Go into a mother freaking book to find your way out. It's not going to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? The book didn't get you here. You made the decision to be here. And we constantly making these decisions to be here. You know what I'm saying? You got to raise the vibe. You constantly making decisions to smoke that blunt, to smoke that cigarette, to bite into that cheeseburger, to eat that fried chicken, that pork chop. You know what I mean? You making that decision, yo, son, I'm going to just beat this one more time. It's going to be the last time I'm going to beat Shorty. It's going to be the last time I mess with him. It's going to be the last time I take a drag of this cigarette. It's going to be the last time I cheat on my girl. It's going to be the last time I cheat on my man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't make up the mind yet, son. You know, speaking the language when I say the mind, son. You ain't glow up. You haven't glowed up yet. You know, you still allowing these alternated timelines to coexist with your timeline of ascension. You know what I'm saying? You putting the wants. The want timeline is overlapping the need timeline. You know what I mean? You got a timeline of wants overlaying the timeline of the need. You know what I'm saying? Science, you could use that to get what you want, man. But ultimately, man, it's up to you, man. You all of them things came out of, you know what I'm saying, members of the God race who created all of that, man. You know what I mean? We beyond all that. None of those things define who we are, son. They just represent abilities that we have. That's it. You know what I mean? All of those sciences represents an ability that we can execute. But they do not define who we are as a being. It defines what we can do. You know what I mean? The signals is cross. A lot of members of the God race, they get it confused with what we can do. And they take what we could do as a definition of who we are. That's how they get lost in the source code. They lost in the matrix. You know what I mean? They get lost in the matrix. Like people call themselves doctor. I'm a doctor. I'm a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? I'm a herbalist. I'm a vegan. You're not none of those things. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that represents abilities in which you can do, but it's not ultimately who you are. See, when you get lost in the source code, you lose your identity because you adopt an artificial identity. I'm a vegan. I'm all about positive energy now. Really? You are a vegan. That's all about positive energy. Doesn't a vegan represents a certain way of living? Basically, a type of lifestyle. So you are a lifestyle. That's what you're telling me. You're not a being no more. You became a lifestyle. You became a way of living. Does that even make any sense? Think about that for a second, man. That's how you get lost in the matrix. You gave up your real identity, and I'm not talking about no black or no birthright, because that's all programs too. You know what I mean? You gave up your real identity for a simulation. You know what I mean? You gave up your real identity for a simulation. Now you out here simulating the program of being a vegan or a doctor or a bus driver, a janitor, and notice that within those programs, all you do is bounce back and forth, positive and negative, positive and negative, positive and negative. You know what I mean? You keep bouncing to and fro because all of those simulations, all of those titles are programs, and they operate on a binary code of positive and negative, and that's the only way you can simulate it. And when you become it, you become encased in the brackets of the pos and the negs. You know what I mean? The pos and the negs. I heard about that Gamatria, but I already know that's based off positive and negative polarities. I already know, son. You know what I mean? I already know it's based off that. It don't matter how many calculations and all of these graphs they show. That's to confuse you. Look at the core of it. I guarantee you it's based off positive and negative polarities. I guarantee you, son. Just like numerology. Numerology is based off what? Positive and negative polarities. You know what I'm saying? Those are nothing but different variations of positive and negative energy that has been shape-shifted into a different vibration. A different vibration meaning that ultimately at the core of it is still positive and negative energy, but based upon how the energy has been programmed, it's behaving a different way. But if you go past how it's all behaving, you see it's the same damn thing. It's no different than Darkwing Duck and Mega Duck or Jesus Christ and the devil. Positive and negative, son. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than Scrooge McDuck and the Bugle Boys. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than Batman and the Joker. Positive Batman, Joker, negative. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than Superman, positive, Lex Luthor, negative. You don't see? They got the positive energy, which would be Superman, and the negative energy, which would be Lex. And in between that, in between the positive and the negative, the Superman and the Lex Luthor, you have Metropolis. You have the population. You have his job, which is all of that they putting in there is just there to distract you. Metropolis, Lois Lane, the damn Daily Planet, his newspaper, his boss. You know what I'm saying? All of that commotion that's going on in between the positive and, in other words, that would be the surface. You know what I'm saying? That would be the veil that blocks you from seeing Superman, which would be representation of the positive energy, and Lex Luthor, which would be the representation of the negative energy. All that stuff that's happening in between all that is just there to distract you so you can't see it's the same freaking energy, man. Just like Batman and the Joker. You know what I'm saying? Batman's supposed to be the positive dude, you know, fighting crime and all that. And Joker's supposed to be the negative guy, causing a crime. Everything else is happening, you know, with his life, him growing up, losing his parents and all this and all that. You know, him being in Gotham City and Bruce Wayne and the billionaire, all that's there to distract you. So you can't see, you're looking at positive and negative energy that's constantly folding in on itself. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ and the devil, son. Jesus Christ was born of a virgin. You know what I'm saying? He grew up, he was 12 years old, and he bounced. Nobody knew where the hell he went since he was 12, then he came back when he was 31. You know what I'm saying? He came back when he was 31. Then they telling you all this story, that all the stuff that happened to him, and then they telling you all the stuff that happened with the devil, and the devil got kicked out of heaven and came down here and he went into the garden and corrupt Adam, and all of that stuff that's happening in between is the static, is the distraction. So you can't really see that, man, this guy Jesus Christ is nothing but a anthropomorphism. He represents positive energy, and the devil represents the negative energy. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think Jesus would never kill the devil, son? They tell you that Jesus loves you. You know, Jesus loves you so much, but yet Jesus allowed the devil to kill you. Allow the devil to deceive you. What does that even make any sense? Did Jesus love you so much, but Jesus won't protect you from being deceived from the devil? You know what I'm saying? The Mardutta sent angels into Sodom and Gomorrah to kill the gays, to kill all the pedophilias and all that sick ish that's been going on in the more freaking Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, God sent all them angels up in there to kill them, but the devil is untouched. You punish people for sinning, and the cause of sin is the devil, but yet you don't kill the devil. Why not just kill the damn devil and get it over with? Why not just slay the mother freaking devil? That way nobody would sin. Doesn't that make sense? What kind of God is that? That doesn't even sound like a God. That doesn't even sound like somebody who actually has powers to look into timelines and actually see, actually think. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like somebody who smoking cigarettes. Get cancer from smoking cigarettes. Go get an operation to take the cancer out the body, but yet continue to smoke cigarettes. Does that even make any sense? You're not dealing with the problem at the head. You know what I'm saying? The problem at the head would be to stop smoking cigarettes. Then you ain't gotta worry about getting no damn cancer. But you still smoking. Go get an operation to remove the cancer, but you still smoking freaking cigarettes. That's how the mind of Jesus works. Instead of just killing the mother freaking devil and getting it all over with, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta worry about no thorns coming out of no sticks for no roses. You ain't gotta worry about animals killing each other. You ain't gotta worry about rapists, no pedophilia. You ain't gotta worry about nobody eating no babies, killing babies. You ain't gotta worry about no gang banging. You ain't gotta worry about no drugs. No heroin, no crack, no coke, no speed, no lean, no pills, no ecstasy, no liquor. You ain't gotta worry about no GMO foods. You ain't gotta worry about no diseases. Think about all the people that died from diseases. Diabetes, cancer, tumors. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of wild diseases. Measles, mumps, swine flu, coronavirus. Think about all these people that don't fell victim because of the devil. But according to them, because of the devil. Why doesn't Jesus kill the devil, but yet Jesus punish you? Is BS. Jesus would never kill the devil, son, because Jesus represents represents positive energy. You know what I'm saying? And the damn devil represents negative energy. And although they might theme it to make it seem like these two energies is fighting each other, trying to get rid of each other, no. When you seeing them theming the energy to fight each other, that's how chaos energy mates. That's how that energy mates. That's sex magic on a higher level. You know, higher speaking the language. You know what I'm saying? Not really higher than high dimensions. You know, it's all low. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just speaking the language to give you an idea. Compared to the sex that they have out here, with just want to bust a nut. Just want to smash. You know what I'm saying? That's how energy have sex. That's how that chaos energy mates with itself. The Ouroboros. You know what I'm saying? The symbol of chaos energy folding in on itself, mating on itself, creating, killing, and recreating itself simultaneously, son. You know what I mean? So Jesus would never kill the devil would never kill Jesus. because the positive energy would never kill the negative energy, son. And the negative energy would never kill the positive energy, because they both need each other to exist. They both need each other to exist. Without one, they both die. They both die. Why you think Batman never killed Joker, son? If Batman killed Joker, there is no Batman. Batman came into existence by way of Joker. They showed you the chaos energy when Joker killed his parents. That's the chaos energy. You know what I'm saying? Creating order in chaos. Order in the sense that is not order where it's like how you see order is, where you go into your house and the clothes is folded. You got the food in the fridge, and everything is just all placed in order. It's order in the sense that it's energy that has been commanded to behave that way. Because that's the type of order we talking about. So we're not talking about order in the sense of where things is neat. You know what I'm saying? You go into a corporate building, you got to scan with your badge to go through the turnstile and put the key in the elevator. You got to do all these sequences to get things done. We ain't talking about that kind of order. We talking about the order of directing the energy. You know what I'm saying? Directing the energy to create something. That's the order. Just like when you go to McDonald's and you place an order. Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order? Welcome to Burger King. May I take your order? Order in the court. Order in the court. You know what I mean? Order. You know what I'm saying? So it's man, that stuff is the same BS. You know what I'm saying? It's the same BS, man. It's positive. Notice that all of these sciences, all of these titles, pay close attention, man. Because when it click, there is no unclicking, son. You see it for what it is. You start seeing that all of that is nothing but the same damn spirit morphing into different terms and conditions, which cause the people to be distracted, son. You know what I'm saying? But God sees the same. Real God sees the same damn energy, son. Notice that all of those themes all vibrate off positive and negative. It don't matter what it is. Point me out a theme that exists in this realm that's not vibrating off positive and negative, son. I'll wait. The black man is vibrating off positive and negative. The black man was born like Batman was born, son. The black man was created with chaos energy, just like Batman was created with chaos energy. Joker killed this dude parents. Batman is born. Black man was created when a white man came, raped, slavery, killed babies, do all that wild-ish. And the black man was created. You know what I'm saying? Why you think the black man always saying, well, 400 years of slavery, racism? You don't see how the black man is in between brackets of positive and negative, and the black woman. That's a bunch of Masons playing games on y'all, man. But y'all, it ain't clicking, son. It's not clicking. All they do is alter the surface. But at the core, it's the same energy, son. It's the same freaking energy, son. You know what I mean? Look at all of the themes, all of the titles, all of societies. And you know what I'm saying? All societies are built on sorcery. There is not one society that exists on this planet that hasn't been created based off sorcery. You know what I'm saying? Society and sorcery go hand in hand. In order to create a society, you need sorcery. You know what I'm saying? So you look at how society, whatever culture it is, no matter where they claim they from, go deep into these people's lives and you will see they are in between brackets of positive and negative. I don't give a damn who it is. I don't care if they're Ethiopian. I don't care if they're a freaking monk in the mountains. It don't matter if they're a rapist. If they damn freaking sumo wrestlers, kung fu ninjas. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn if it's Gandhi. It don't matter who it is. It don't matter what tribe, what Indian tribe, son. It don't matter if they Puerto Rican, Asian, Japanese, black. You know what I'm saying? Caucasian, Brazilian. It don't matter where they live on a planet. Their whole life is based in positive and negative polarity, son. Y'all don't find that strange. It ain't clicked yet. It ain't clicked. There isn't one society on the damn planet that isn't vibrating beyond positive and negative polarity. They got the God race in brackets. And when I'm saying the God race or God, that's just me speaking the language. You know what I'm saying? Because we beyond that. We beyond that title, son. We beyond the soul title. We beyond all these titles, as I stated before, son. But I'm just speaking the language, son. Well, take a look at all of it. It don't matter what face they have, son. It don't matter if they the baddest bitch according to y'all. The most handsomest man. The most handsome man on the planet. The most mug. You know what I'm saying? The most wealthiest or the most poorest. Look at their lives, man. All based in positive and negative polarity. They can't go beyond that. You know what I'm saying? They can't go beyond. They can't go beyond that. All of the formulas that exist on this in this dimension is based in positive and negative polarity. There isn't none. I don't give a damn how they try to sophisticate it. I don't give a damn what kind of calculations they talking about. I don't give a damn what they say. Well, this is the highest form of mathematics right here. Blah, blah, blah. It's positive and negative. Adding, subtracting. Don't matter if you dividing or multiplying. It's still adding and subtracting. Still positive and negative. You know what I'm saying? It's still positive and negative, man. It don't matter which way you try to formulate it. You still in brackets. In other words, no matter where you turn, you still in the damn maze. You think you got out the maze? You just in another part of the maze. You know what I'm saying? In other words, you got a bunch of people that left Christianity. Oh God, man, I'm glad I got that religion. But you are over here in Islam now. You left one maze to another maze. Oh, I ain't left more freaking Islam. I ain't a Muslim no more. But I'm gonna go up here with the monks. Another maze. You know what, man? I've been dealing with all these different religions, man. I don't even believe in God no more. That's another maze. You know what I'm saying? It's all maze. It's all those maze is connected, man. You know what I'm saying? The maze is the mind, son. The mind is the maze. You know what I'm saying? It's an energetic field that's around your head that causes a maze. Keep you in that positive and negative brackets. Keep you bouncing to and fro. You operating under the illusion that you making some kind of progress when the reality is you still in the maze. You just don't understand what kind of maze this is. You know what I mean? This is a maze that's made up of energy that surrounds your head, which is what a mind is. It's based on positive and negative polarities. You got to be able to go beyond the mind. Now, I know that's going to sound out of this world for a lot of people. You know what I mean? But for the real, it already clicked. We going beyond the mind because we know what the mind is. And the mind is artificial, man. We beyond the mind. You know what I'm saying? We beyond all this. Beyond all these algorithms, all these source codes, all these formulas, all these BIOS updates. Which ain't nothing but down dates. This Genesis experiment that they got going on the damn planet. I mean, we beyond that. We see what it is. We know what the crossbreeding is, man. We know crossbreedings don't happen in labs and petri dish. We know they use music to crossbreed. We know they use fragrance, aromas, perfumes, cologne to crossbreed. We know they use colors to crossbreed. You know what I'm saying? We know that they use it on different levels. You know what I mean? Straight up. Straight up and down like 6 o'clock, man. You know what I mean? We know what it is. We ain't believing no more. You know what I mean? We not utilizing feelings to identify nothing. because feelings vibrate on positive and negative polarities. And that is also a prison. That's why you got to learn how to tame your ego, which is the fake you. You know what I'm saying? Which is what emotions really is. Emotions is really the ego. You know what I mean? And feelings, the ego, emotions vibrate off of positive and negative polarity. Tell me that emotions don't vibrate off positive and negative polarity. 1 minute you mad, next minute you happy. This big maze is dramatically based in manipulating emotions, manipulating your strings. And how do they do that? Positive and negative. You seen what they just did? You know, this dude just killed freaking on George Floyd. Negative. That's negative right there. That's negative. The emotional souls on the planet who still refer to themselves as black people, that's negative to them. They looking at that and they like, yo man, that's effed up, man. But you know what? The opposite polarity is created simultaneously. That's positive for the people who orchestrated that. That's positive because it's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. You know what I mean? You got to understand that nothing is random. It's planned. And you playing along in the plan when you ultimately using feelings to identify everything, son. You're lost in the source code. You're lost. They manipulated you. Now they know exactly how you're going to react. How many times a so-called brother, or a so-called black man or a so-called black woman going to get violated by the police, and y'all don't see that these people keep simulating the same ish? Y'all don't see that they simulating the same ish. It don't matter if they march. They did that 40, 50, 60 years ago. They burnt buildings down 40, 50, 60 years ago. They killed cops 40, 50, 60 years ago. Everything that they doing now, they already did. They already simulated that, son. You know what I'm saying? But what the God race haven't done yet, raise the vibe. Raise your vibe beyond positive and negative polarity. Raise your vibe. Go beyond the pos and the negs. Go beyond the mind. You know what I'm saying? If a brother and a sister was to get violated, because you know they be staging a lot of this stuff, I guarantee you, son, a brother and a sister was to get violated by one of these police or whatever, I guarantee you, if not one carbonated being on the damn planet paid attention to that shit, that'll flip this whole planet inside out. I guarantee you, son. From the so-called black news reporters to the black cameraman to the people, the rappers, whoever on social media, if you see no black people in the scene nowhere, it'll flip this planet inside out. It would be people talking about how come black people is not out here supporting way more than the actual event that took place. People won't even be talking about the violation that took place. They will be talking about where are the black people. You will have reporters coming into the projects knocking on people's doors. Excuse me, black man. Excuse me, sir. Are you aware? They will bring it to you, man. They want to bring the spell to you now, son. You know what I'm saying? They will go looking for your ass because they need you as a fuel source, man, to relay that weak ass spiritual energy, son, that needs to go through the solar vortex so it could be amplified. You know what I'm saying? Or you know how much power it is in ignoring, son? There's a lot of power in ignoring, son. But you got to know how and when to ignore, son. There's way more power in ignoring in certain instances than actually donating your energy to it, son. You got to learn how to ignore. Straight up. But yo, man, I'm about to go over here and cook some more freaking food, man. Got some more greens about to bust down. You already know what it is, man. It's all about raising the vibe, man. You know what I'm saying? I heard about all them that thing. I ain't, man. We going beyond that, bro. We going beyond that, son. I mean, you can use it, get what you want. But ultimately what we need, man, that ain't gonna do it. That ain't the answer, Sway. The answer is us. We are the answer. You know what I mean? We are the answer, and the key is to raise the vibe. So what we doing? We're raising the vibe, man. We ain't being distracted by none of that. We ain't recycling none of these programs. You know what I'm saying? As I stated before, is a bunch of formulas and programs that died off. You know what I'm saying? They determined it as a ways of living. A lot of that died off. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff that's going on right now is going to die off. You know what I'm saying? Because the guard race going to stop putting their energy into it. These things that these formulas that they got formulating out here, son, the humans is too weak to keep it going, son. That's why every time it's about to end, they need a carbon man or a carbon woman. You know what I'm saying? Or to keep it going, the jump spark it, they need a carbon man or a carbon woman. You know what I'm saying? They even in a KKK church where there's nothing but Ku Klux Klan members, they are using so-called black man and black woman energy, because what all they talk about? What is it that they talking about? They ain't talking about white power. They talking about the so-called black man and so-called black woman. So you see, they need the energy to sustain themselves. They need the energy to sustain, to exist. They need it, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. They need that energy. And the so-called black man, the so-called black woman is what's fueling the KKK and keeping them alive. Because they're not keeping themselves alive. And that ain't nothing but a Masonic cult. You know what I mean? They ain't keeping themselves alive. So-called black man and so-called black woman is keeping them alive, son. You know what I mean? Because without them, they would be gone. But then again, that's no different than Darkwing Duck and Mega Duck. That's no different than Lion-O, Dan Lord of the Thundercats, and Mumra. You know what I'm saying? It appears that they fighting each other, son. But they need each other. Why Lion-O just don't run up in the lair, son? Why every time Lion-O's up in the lair and they going at it with Slive and Monkey and you got Chitara and Panthro and they all going at it, why he just don't kill this motherfucker, man? Why he always just gotta dip off when it's about time to kill this dude? A rock fall and separate them. You know what I mean? A damn obelisk falling between them. Next thing you know, Lion-O, we gotta go. It's about to cave in. Lion-O should be like, man, the hell with that. Sword of Omen create a goddamn shield over my head. I'm about to murder this mother. I'm coming back here. You know what I'm saying? We here now. Why Lion-O don't just kill Mumra, son? And get it over with. I don't any of these motherfucking heroes kill the supervillains. Because as I stated before, the hero is the supervillain and the supervillain is the hero. They both the same, man. And the hero and the damn supervillain, they both enslaved to emotions. You know what I mean? Superman is enslaved to the humans. And man's enslaved to the humans, man. His whole thing is about saving the humans. Or we got to save the human life. He flying around stopping cars from running over people who on their cell phone crossing the street. You know what I mean? Man, but come on, man. We already know what it is, man. We going beyond all that, man. We about raising the vibe, man. We raising the vibe, bro. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody, man. A quick little video right here. You already know what it is, man. Joe, bro. You know what I'm saying, man? We beyond that, bro. You know, we beyond the Gamatria and the Numerology and, you know what I'm saying? We beyond them weak codes. If anything, man, we need to be pre-coding. The hell with a decode. You know what I mean? Decodes is late. I heard about a whole bunch of these dudes. I used to be on the decode wagon, son. I was on that. Then it clicked. What the freak am I doing decodes for? I'm late. If anything, I need to be pre-coding. You know, like how they had it in that movie. What was that movie? What was that movie with? What's that dude? What's his name? Tom Cruise. Minority Report. We need to be pre-coding, son. You know what I mean? Catching it before it happened. Straight up. I maybe some people out there using Gamatria to do that, but I never heard of them. Put me on, man. Put me on. Put me on, man. Put me on in the comment section, son. If there's people out there using that ancient Gamatria, man, to pre-code and shut it down, put me on. You know what I mean? Because if it's all, because as far as everything that I came across, that somebody decoding this and decoding that, like, yeah, this is how they do this. After Trayvon died, they doing his names and they lining up the numbers and this is how they didn't slaughter him on this day. Well, how come you couldn't do that before? All of that science sound useless, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, that'd be like creating the antidote after just using this as an example, but that'd be like creating the antidote to save the human race after they extinct. You know what I'm saying? The whole human race got wiped out, but now you created the antidote to knock off the damn plague that annihilate them. What the hell is the antidote gonna do now, son? It's too late. What the hell is Gamatria gonna do for Trayvon, son? The man is already laid down, son. You know what I mean? So if put me on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm about upgrading, son. You know what I mean? Like I say, man, you know, these sciences is something that we could use. You know, you use it to get what you want, you know. Sometimes you might have to use it to move through the dimension and all that, but man, we ain't about none of that, man. We beyond that, man. You know what I'm saying? Where we going, man, ain't no numerology. We ain't going into no realm with no moons. So there's no need for no numerology, son. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to a realm where it's fully based in positive and negative polarity. So we don't need no damn zodiacs. You know, which ain't nothing but control panels to control the clones in this realm and these other moons that's in this soulless soulless system. You know what I mean? This lunar system. You know, that's what them moons is up for. Them control panels, man, to control life on the planet, man. You know what I mean? Straight up, man. But yo, my body hit me. I already know what it is, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Raise the bar, man. I'm out.